everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine if you're new here, but if you're not, welcome back. So excited to see you guys today. So today's video is a little different. I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about my new routine for my day. It has made such a difference in my life as I'm growing and changing, and I'm like letting God work on me. It's just made such a big difference to have like a strategic morning routine and a strategic night routine. I'm a super organized person, you guys, and I cannot live in chaos. Like, it drives me insane. So something like a routine just really kind of helps me know where my day is going. It helps me to plan ahead. It helps me to get organized, and it helps me to be the best me that I can be. Efficiency is through the roof, you guys, when this routine is like very, very smooth. So I just kind of wanted to share with you guys the new things I'm doing for my morning routine. So if you're interested in checking out my morning routine, then stay tuned. So now that I am 30 years old, you guys, I just decided that like now is a really good time to get like an organized schedule for my day. It helps me to plan my days. It helps me to plan my future. It helps me to organize and be as efficient as possible. So one of the first things I did when I decided that was I went out and I grabbed a notebook, just like a thick notebook from H&M. This one says Faith, Hope, and Love. And you guys already know the greatest of these is love. So I really, really love this. It's rose gold, which is my favorite. And then I also bought myself a planner. This planner came from Target, I believe, and this is the Daily Designer. It's a really, really nice planner, and it's super thick, and I've been getting so much use out of it. It really helps me organize my days. You guys, it's got like my daily schedule, the top 3 things I want to work on today, what I want to do, some notes, and it also talks about like my plans for tonight and things that I'm grateful for. And then it also has a little quote at the top. So I really, really love this planner. And in conjunction with my journal, my life just feels like so much more organized. Okay, so for my schedule, you guys, I really wanted to like tie in things that I wanted to be. When I looked at who I was in my 20s, I realized that I just kind of like dived head first into my 20s, and I had like no plan whatsoever. I didn't think like, who do you want to be in your 20s? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? I was just like, by 30, I want to be this. And that was it, you guys. I didn't make a strategic plan. I didn't like make milestones for myself or check-ins, or even like to sit down and concrete, just say like, this is what I want to do and this is who I want to be. So going into 30, I knew that that was something I wanted to do. And honestly, my 20s, you guys, were just like so all over the place that I'm like, woo! We're gonna make a plan for 30 so that life can be just a lot smoother. To be honest, I think most of our 20s, I take that back. I've seen some people that like their 20s were their best years, and even their high school years were their best. And I'm like, power to you. I don't know what you did to deserve that, but you know, I wish I would have done it, because that was just not my story. You know what I mean? So going into 30, I decided that I wanted to strategically decide like, this is who I wanted to be. So after my 29th birthday, you guys, I started working on this. This has been like a year worth of progress. But like I wrote down like character traits that I wanted to be, and things that I personally wanted to work on, things that I wanted to like get rid of and just, you know, not have in my life anymore. And then I talked about like goals for like, you know, family, goals for being a wife, goals in career, goals in finances. I just made like an entire list of like things that I wanted to do and be in my 30s. And then with that plan, I was able to kind of make like a daily schedule which worked toward that. So I want to encourage you guys, if you're in like a weird shift in your life where you just feel like everything is off and nothing is really like getting me where I want to go, I would encourage you to just sit down and like write out what your ultimate plan is, like for, you know, 5 years or 10 years or whatever works best for you. And then from there, start to write out like, okay, now I want to be this in 5 years. So these are the things that need to change. You know, if I want to be debt free in 5 years, then one thing that has to change is my budget, what I'm spending my money on, or activities that you could be doing to supplement your income. So things like that just really help, so that you're not just like, in 100 years, I want to be this, and you have no plan to get there. So I'm going to share with you guys my daily schedule and what I've been doing that has just been making the most drastic difference and changing me. And I hope that it inspires you guys to sit down and write your goals for the future and manifest them into existence. So my plan for my day starts at 4:45 a.m. You guys, I'm going to be completely honest. I have tried this and I failed every single time. I've been trying this for weeks, and 4:45 a.m. is just super hard on me. So I've decided to readjust a little bit. Maybe I just need to start a little later so that I can like get in the groove of waking up early, and then I can work toward maybe 4:45 a.m. But one big key for me is going to be waking up early. There's so many things that I need to get done in a day, and I can't do them when I sleep into, 6:45, 7 a.m. every morning, So waking up early is going to be key for me, and there's so much peace to be had and just things that you can do to like pre-start your day that make a difference in your day by getting up early. So I've got my alarm set. So because I haven't made it for 4:45, we've moved our alarm to 5:30, okay? So 5:30 has worked about 4 or 5 times since I've been trying this, which has been like a couple of weeks. But slowly but surely 5:30 is like, it's becoming the norm. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to my habits. So normally I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, or 6, depending on how many times I hit the snooze button. One of the best ways to help yourself not hit the snooze button is to place your phone away from you at nighttime. So before you go to bed, putting your phone across the room so that when your alarm goes off, you can't just roll over and hit the snooze and go back to sleep. You physically have to get up. And by that, you're physically up already, so you might as well get your day started. So I do that first. I get up, I get started with my day. One of the first things that I like to do is to make up my bed. So this depends on if my husband is home. Normally he's not, because he's a personal trainer and he trains really early. And so if he's not in bed, then the first thing I do is get up and just make up my bed. This helps me not get back in my bed. If my bed is nice and neat, then because of the type of person I am, I won't touch my bed again until it's time to get back into the bed. It tells me mentally, like, this is it, like, we're done in this comfortable space and now it's time to move on. The second thing I do is get up and go brush my teeth. So once my bed is all made up, I go and I brush my teeth and wash my face and just kind of like, wake myself up. I think like cold water, sometimes even like cool water on your face in the morning really helps to like awaken your senses and say like, all right, we're up now. It's time to get the day moving, and it really kind of helps me get moving. So I just brush my teeth and wash my face and go along with my normal skincare routine. So then I head off into the kitchen and I start a pot of coffee. This is a new thing for my husband and I. If you guys have not seen, we added a coffee station to our kitchen. And so we've got like all these fun things to make like really tasty coffees and lattes and teas. And so I get up in the morning and I try to start with coffee because it helps give me that additional energy that I need. So depending on the day of the week, you guys, I've also incorporated working out really early in the morning. Working out in the morning really helps me to get my body up and moving, okay? So if it's a workout day, then I try to have my bed made, my teeth brushed, and my coffee made by 5:45 a.m. so that I can make it to the gym by 6. So when I get to the gym at 6, I try to get 1 hour worth of like cardio in. I haven't gotten over into like intense workouts, but my gym offers workout classes. So that may be something you guys want to check out in the mornings. If your gym offers workout classes, or if you have like a workout video, definitely do that. But that just gives me 1 hour that really gets my body like up and moving, and working out in the morning does give me like an extra boost of energy, which is super helpful. So normally my workout time at the gym is between 30 minutes and an hour, depending on the day. So if it's a workout day, then I will spend 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'll come home and take my dog for a walk. So one thing that I realized that our family was kind of neglecting was my husband's dog, which my husband keeps reminding me, like, you adopted him, he's your dog. But I realized that he gets neglected a lot, and just our day-to-day trying to like move forward with our lives, we don't always remember that we also have like a dog, which is kind of like a kid to take care of. So I've incorporated just getting up in the morning and allowing him to get some exercise as well. And I'll take him for a good walk around our neighborhood. We love these walks. It's just such a beautiful morning, and the sun's already up and the birds are chirping, and I could just tell that my dog is just like really appreciative of us getting him out of the house and getting him moving as well. So he's able to do his business, and then we walk around the neighborhood and just kind of both get our day started. Once we get home, I feed him first. I just try to make sure that he's like fully taken care of, because once my day gets going, sometimes, you know, I might not remember like, oh, take care of the dog. So I just try to make sure I take care of him totally before I move on with my day. So once I get back in the house, you guys, normally our walk takes about like 15 to 20 minutes. So it's normally like 10-ish a.m. And I go in my kitchen and I make myself a cup of coffee, and I go into my office and I have my prayer time. So the reason why I really want to start getting up at 4:45, closer to 5 a.m. is because it'll just allow me to get better prayer time in each morning. And so my prayer time just consists of like me sitting on my couch in my office. Sometimes I light a candle, but most of the time I listen to my Bible app. Currently I'm doing the Bible in 1 year plan, which is amazing. So I jot down some notes from that, and I also read my Bible and just kind of go over scriptures and things that I've been thinking about or wanting to dig deeper in. Sometimes I will replace like certain scriptures on my heart to pray about and to think about. And so that's what I'll do during this time. And then once I'm done with my actual like, you know, learning and studying, then I'll just turn on some music and I'll have some praise and worship time. So I will tell you guys that this 1 hour block that I've set off for myself the past couple of weeks, and last like a couple months ago, I did it for the entire month, waking up at 5 a.m. and just having this 1 hour prayer, praise, worship, and study time with the Lord, has made such an enormous change in my life that I almost want to kick myself when I get off of the schedule. When I decide to sleep in and I miss out on my prayer time, I'm like, why would you do that? Because it makes such a difference in my life and who I am and how I feel and how I look at things from the day. And it prepares me for my day. It prepares me for encounters, and it makes a drastic difference. And sometimes my praise and worship time is like me just laying there listening to music. And sometimes I'll just sit there and just like full worship and submission, and just have my hands out and just surrender and just say, God, like whatever it is you want to give me for today, whatever the daily bread is for today that I need, I'm ready for it. Like I'm ready to receive it. I need it. I know that I need you in my life every single day. And that you make a drastic difference in who I am as a person. So I just have that time where I just sit there and I'm just in awe of God. And I mean, sometimes it's like me laughing and I'm like having a good time, or I'm just like jamming a praise and worship time. And sometimes I'm crying, sometimes I'm just overwhelmed with what's going on in my life. Or I'm overwhelmed with like how great God is. And, worship is whatever you want it to be. So it's not the same. So if you guys ever do, praise and worship, or you're ever just uncomfortable with the way that you praise, don't be. Everyone's praise and worship is totally different. Like sometimes I'm in here like shouting, acting crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's not pretty. It's not meant to be like physically attractive to other people. It's not about other people. It's about you and God, and about Him like teaching you and encouraging you and comforting you and helping you to grow in wisdom. And so I love that praise and worship time. And to be honest, you guys, even with my entire schedule, if I were to fail at my entire schedule, but I was able to just get that quiet devotional time with God, it would still be the absolute best day for me. Okay, you guys, so once I'm done with my praise and worship time, around this time is where I start to plan out my day. I try to be done with praise and worship by like 8 o'clock on a workout day. So I try to be done around like 8:10, just depending on like, how the spirit moves. And then I go and have some breakfast. today I decided to just get some like grapes and raspberries because I wasn't in the mood. I would go over my planner from the night before and just kind of plan my day. So normally when it's a work day, my day starts at 8:30, sometimes like 8:35ish or whatever. So I'm like planning out things I want to do for the week, and then I also plan out the specific things that I want to get done during the day. Just whatever organization you need to do to like get prepared for the day. I also wanted to mention how important eating a healthy, balanced meal is. For me, that's something that I always forget to do. I really struggle with remembering to eat breakfast, with remembering to eat lunch, and to eat good things. And so I've really like changed my entire life schedule to like plan out my meals in advance. I do a lot of salads. I really enjoy salads, but I try to like make some variety in there as well so that I'm making sure that I'm getting all the vitamins and nutrients I need for a healthier me, especially because I'm working out now, and especially because I need energy to keep up my productive day. So you guys, normally by the time I get like prepared for the day, I'm like calm, I'm like just super relaxed. If it's a workout day, then I end up finishing, deciding what I'm gonna do for the day, and I just go straight into work. But if it's not a workout day, normally I have about an additional hour to hour and 15 minutes to just kind of like do what I want, which I really, really enjoy. That's one of the best things about waking up early. I get so much done. I'm like, filled with so much joy, and I'm, having such a great day. So if you're the type of person who really thrives off of like having your life like organized and like things in place, and it really helps you, then I would definitely encourage you guys to look at your morning routine. I realize that life is more about a bunch of small things piling up than it is about one huge thing making a difference in your life. And I think a lot of us are guilty of thinking like, if I could just get one big break, or like one big check or one big opportunity, then that would set me up. But really, life is more about a whole bunch of small things coming together to make a bigger thing. So I would encourage you guys, as you make your big plans for your life, and you and God are like, this is what we're gonna do, and this is my purpose and who we're going to be, make sure that your months, your weeks, your days, and your hours match up in productivity towards those things, And so one of the biggest things that I failed at in my 20s was that, one, I didn't make a plan, and then two, I just said by this age I want to be, but I didn't make like milestones or like details on how I'm gonna get there or what I'm gonna do. And when life happens, sometimes you guys can totally lose sight of, what you want to be. So write it down. Definitely write down whatever it is you want to do and whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. But then after you write it down, you guys, then also just make some type of organization on how you're going to get there. So now my days just feel so much better because they start with Jesus. They start with working out, which is a part of my, in my 30s of who I want to be. They start with healthier eating habits. They start with like more organization and details. And so all of these little things that I'm doing in my mornings and in my days, those are just going to be small things that are going to add up to who I become as a person in my 30s. So after I'm done with my morning routine, I go on about my normal day, just working, whatever it is. So once I'm done with my work day, whatever time that is, I make sure to grab my trusty binder again and plan my day for the next day. And so normally, if it's a work day, for instance, I start doing this around like 4:30 in the afternoon. That's like the last 30 minutes where like, we're kind of like things are going downhill a little bit. I'll just pull out my planner and pull out my notebook and say like, okay, tomorrow here's what I want to do, and I'll kind of fill in the blanks for my day for the next day. So now the last 30 minutes to the hour of my day, I'm going through my notebook and I'm checking off things that I got done, things that I didn't get done. I make sure that I put them on my agenda for the next day, and I'm just kind of doing like a pre-preparation so that when I start my day tomorrow, I'm still starting it in that really good like flow and organization. So it helps me out a lot. I forget things all the time. So just writing them down the previous day, it makes such a difference. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm a writer, and I don't know if you guys are, but my notebook is so full. One half of my notebook is personal things and family things, and the other half is like work stuff. And my notebook is so full, you guys. I write so much. It just really helps me stay on balance and stay organized and make sure that I'm doing everything that I need to do, not only for myself, but for others. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you understand how important it is to plan and to organize. And I hope that it helps you kind of get a plan. And if you're in a weird stage in your life where, like I was in my 20s, I just don't know what to do. You know, I don't have anybody around to say like, do A, B, C, and D, and that's it. I hope that this is the video that really kind of helps get your creativity going and helps set you on the right track. So until then, love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like videos like this in the comments below. God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.